Good morning, guys. So this is the current affairs session for 15 October 2019 and today Tuesday. So let's start the session. The first one is the 6-day plenary meeting of FATF. FATF means Financial Action Task Force is to be held in Paris, and it is a part of the FATF that week that is being celebrated between October 13 and October 18, 2019. And this meeting is attended by representatives from 205 countries and jurisdictions all around the world. And it includes leading organizations like IMF, UN, World Bank, and other leading organizations. And this meeting will actually focus on the financial flows that are linked to terrorism and crime. So FATF, Financial Action Task Force, that is conducting on October 13 and October 18, will be focusing on financial flows that are linked to terrorism and crime. And Paris is the France capital and is a major European city and a global center for art, fashion, gastronomy and culture, and it is 19th century cityscape is crisscrossed by wide boulevards and the river Seine. And I know that you all guys are well known to the Eiffel Tower of Paris, and the currency there is euro. Okay, then PM Modi has topped the list of world leaders with the most followers on Instagram. This means PM Modi has maximum number of followers among the list of world leaders in Instagram. Okay, then next, the National Blindness and Visual Impairment Survey. The National Blindness and Visual Impairment Survey was released by the Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan. So our current Union Health Minister is Dr. Harshvardhan, and he currently released National Blindness and Visual Impairment Survey. Where it was released? It was released at the 13th Conference of Central Council of Health and Family Welfare. And this was conducted by AIIMS Delhi and Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So guys, if you are really enjoying this session of current affair and of course the static ZK that I am including in every current affair session, then do subscribe to my channel and share with your friends and also like. Okay, so this current affair session is obviously very important for all the candidates. It doesn't matter that you are from science background, arts background, technology background. Okay. And what happens actually in all the competitive examinations, these questions are asked from current affairs and GK. So these are very important. Okay. So I myself is an IT guy. You know that I'm an assistant professor in computer science, but still I try to go through every current news and current affairs and ZK, because I found that this is a part of our life that we should all well aware with the happenings of our country or throughout the globe. Okay, obviously it will help you to be on the trend that current day is happening exactly. Okay, so now today's static ZK is first one. I have included 4 static ZK here now. Okay, so Ahmed Shah Abdali. You heard this name, Ahmed Shah Abdali, who invaded India for the first time. So first static ZK will be the question that who invaded India for the first time. Who invaded India for the first time is he was Ahmed Shah Abdali. And when it happened actually? So during the reign of Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. So do you remember that Ahmed Shah Abdali, the first invader of India, and he invaded India during the reign of the Mughal Emperor Shah Alam II. The second, the amendment of the Constitution of India under which Delhi was designated as National Capital Territory. This means NCT is. This question will be like that. Under which amendment Delhi has been made National Capital Territory, NCT. So that is 69th Amendment Act. Do remember 69th Amendment Act, for which the Constitution of India designated Delhi as National Capital Territory. Clear? The next statistic is to denote broad money in economics. What we use? To denote broad money, we use MT. This is capital M3. For broad money, this is capital MT. Then, what will be M1, M2? This question will be occur. Isn't it? So, M1 is for narrow money. Do you remember? M1 is for narrow money. And what is narrow money? Narrow money, M1 is equal to currency with the public plus demand deposits of public in bank. So M1 is equal to currency with the public, that the currency we do have in with us, plus the demand deposit of us in banks. Okay, that is M1. Then what is M2? M2 is equal to M1 plus post office savings. So M1 already included the currency with the public plus demand deposit in bank. Then M2 is that M1 plus post office savings. Clear? Then MT, that is broad money, is equal to narrow money plus time deposits of public with banks. Narrow money plus time deposits of public with bank. So almost from this tree, we got around 7 static GK. Those are very important. Then, Ustad Allah Rakha Khan. Have you heard him? Of course you have heard him. Ustad Allah Rakha Khan is a famous exponent of which instrument? Question will be like that. So Ustad Allah Rakha Khan is a famous exponent of tabla. Okay, tabla. So these are the static GK for today. Now coming to the next current affair, and that is Joseph Antonin Ferdinand Plato. Current affair is Joseph Antonin Ferdinand Plato. He is known for phenakistoscope. Phenakistoscope is what exactly? This was a device that gave birth to the cinema with moving images. Remember this. And today, Google remembers Joseph Antonin with a doodle. You know, doodle is a special image to by which Google show respect to some particular personality or particular event, isn't it? So that is today's Google is this one. I think you have already observed this doodle in your Google Chrome or that browser. So this was dedicated to him, dedicated to Joseph Antonin, and he was a well-known physicist of his time. Okay, so here most important fact is Joseph Antonin Ferdinand Plato, and he has discovered phenakistoscope. Okay, and that was a device that gave birth to cinema with moving images. Next, Pope Francis declared Kerala's nun Mariam Theresia as a saint 90 years after her death. So Kerala's nun Mariam Theresia now being declared as saint after 90 years of her death. By whom? By Pope Francis. Pope Francis elevated her to sainthood in a grand ceremony at Vatican City. Okay. The next, Central Adverse List. This is a list of individuals who supported the Khalistan movement in the 1980s and 90s and left India to take asylum abroad. And this list is maintained by Ministry of Home Affairs, MHA. That is Central Adverse List, and this list is maintained by MHA. MHA stands for Ministry of Home Affairs, and this list also has the names of those individuals who are suspected to have links with terror outfits or violated visa norms in a previous visit to India. So do remember the thing that Central Adverse List is containing the names of those individuals who supported the Khalistan movement that was happening in the 1980s and 90s and left India to take the asylum abroad, and MSA maintained this list. Next, Niti Aayog, in collaboration with the European Union delegation to India, have released the strategy on resource efficiency. And this strategy aims to promote resource efficiency in India. So which strategy? Strategy on resource efficiency that was released by Niti Aayog, and which is in collaboration with European Union delegation, and that actually tries to promote the resource efficiency in India. So this strategy is the first policy document to emphasize resource productivity in the country, and it emphasizes on sustainable public procurement. So sustainable public procurement, that is SSP, as an action agenda which will be the market transformation tool to transform to a resource efficient economy. So actually this strategy is focusing on how to efficiently use the resources to boost the economy. Okay, so it is developed with the recommendations from Indian Resource Efficiency Program, IREP, that is Indian Resource Efficiency Program, and was launched by Indian Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, MOEFCC, Indian Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and Indian Resource Panel, INRP, in April 2017. So in this kind of affair, important is that Niti Aayog with European Union delegation to India released the strategy on resource efficiency that aims to promote resource efficiency in India. Clear? Next, China has launched its first communication satellite to provide broadband internet services worldwide, and that is very important for all of you guys. You may put a star mark here. So this satellite is the first in Hongjian project. Okay, this satellite is the first in the Hongjian project and planned by China Aerospace Science and Industry Corp, CASIC. Okay, CASIC stands for China Aerospace Science and Industry Corp. So you do have to remember the name of the project, that is Hongyun project, HONGYUN, Hongyun project. You already know the Chinese name is like that. And this is the project by which China launched the first communication satellite to provide broadband internet service to all over the world. Clear? Hongyun project. Then, Minister of Science and Technology inaugurated the National Center for Clean Coal Research and Development. National Center for Clean Coal Research and Development, where at the Indian Institute of Science, IISc, in Bengaluru on September 16, 2019. And this center has been established as a national consortium on clean coal research and development, with IISc leading it. Okay, so MST, that is Minister of Science and Technology, inaugurated this National Center for Clean Coal Research and Development, where Indian Institute of Science, when on September 16, 2019, and for which purpose? To have some good research to be started on clean coal and development. Okay. Then next, Union Minister of State for Culture and Tourism, Independent Church, Prahlad Singh Patel, participated in BRICS Culture Ministers meeting held in where? Curitiba, Brazil. Brazil. At this meet, the minister reaffirmed India's commitment to contribute towards the strengthening bonds between member countries. So, Indian Minister of State for Culture and Tourism, who is him? He is Prahlad Singh Patel, and he participated in BRICS Culture Minister meeting that is held in Curitiba, Brazil. And you know BRICS, just I think one day before we have already gone through this term, BRICS. Okay. Now, next, and this is a very important news and also very good news for us Indian. That is, the Nobel Prize for Economic Sciences has been awarded to Indian origin economists Abhijit Banerjee, Esther Duflo, and Michael Kramer, and for their experimental approach to alleviating global poverty. So this time Nobel Prize for Economics being awarded to some Indian origin economists. Who is he? That is, he is Abhijit Banerjee and Esther Duflo, and they are actually husband and wife, and then Michael Kramer, and for their work or experimental approach to alleviating global poverty. So these are the most important current affairs that I have selected for today session. So now coming to the today's question from the last class, that is, a joint military exercise between India and Japan, Dharma Garjan 2019, will be organized in which state? First, option A, Assam. Option B, Jammu and Kashmir. Option C, Himachal Pradesh. Option D, Mizoram. So you need to comment the right option, and don't mind, I'll post the answer in the description below and also in the top most comment. Okay, then. So we'll meet tomorrow, and till then, take care. Bye bye.